Hey there guys, JWF1 here, and today I have got an update about the Grand Prix 4 career mode and some extra stuff about Grand Prix 3 as well. IFMC I should say. So anyway, let's get into this. Now, let's start off with the Grand Prix 4 career mode. Now, I had some good news for you today which turned into even better news. Now, recently I got a cable on Friday, and it worked. And I tested it, and it worked fantastically. But now even something better is happening, because this revolves to the IFMC as well. I am getting a new laptop tomorrow. At the time that I've uploaded this, I will be getting my new laptop tomorrow. So yeah, I am really looking forward to that. Now that laptop will be used for IFMC and my Grand Prix 4 career mode. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. The specs of it look great. They should run games fantastically, and I really cannot wait to pick it up tomorrow. So yeah, that's pretty much the update I have. Now, Grand Prix 4 career mode. Now, thank you for your votes for the teams, but it is now closed, and I am going to look at the leaderboard right now in case it has changed, because the last time I checked, a certain team was at the front. But like I said, guys, thank you very much for voting. I really appreciate it. So far, from the last time I checked, there was 7 people who voted. That might change by the time I would look at this. But yeah, very interesting votes they were. And yeah, I really appreciate it, guys. And so yeah, thank you for everyone who voted. But now the voting has closed, and I can now reveal to you, as it is still 7 who voted, I can now reveal to you that there was a 2-way tie at the top, okay, between Jordan and Benetton. Now, I'm going to go for the one that was at the top of the list in terms of the straw poll, and your votes said that the team I'll be driving for in the career mode is Jordan. I'll be driving for Jordan in the Grand Prix 4 career mode, and I will be replacing Jean Alesi. Now, the reason why I'm going to be replacing Jean Alesi instead of Jarno Trulli is because Jarno Trulli in the Rio 2001 was a consistent point scorer, and he's a consistent point scorer on the game. I feel like if I beat Jean Alesi, who's not really a consistent point scorer on the game, I feel like if I'm Jean Alesi, I think Jordan stand a good chance in the Constructors. In terms of my aims, I hope to finish in the top 8 in the Drivers' Championship. In terms of the team, I hope the team finishes in the top 4 in the Constructors. So, that is the Grand Prix 4 career mode. Now, coming up, I'm going to switch over to a slideshow, and it will tell you about the Grand Prix IFMC updates that are happening. So, 3, 2, 1. So then, what is this about IFMC? Well, it's about upgrades, testing rules, and dates. Now, in terms of upgrades, I only mean engines, because that's the only thing you can upgrade on the game via GP3 Edit. That's the only thing you can upgrade, nothing else. Okay? So, how will the engine upgrades work? Well, each team, like in real life, will be given 40 tokens every season. With these tokens, you can use them to either increase the power of your engine or decrease the chance of a reliability issue. You can use as many as you wish to at once, but I recommend you don't use them all at once, as they don't recharge like Kurz does. Also, guys, you can only use tokens during the testing period and the week commencing a race, okay? That's the only time you can use the tokens, no earlier than that, okay? So, also, the fact that I recommend you don't use them all at once, so they don't recharge like Kurz. Basically, what I mean is, if you use all of them and you still have issues, then you haven't got any tokens to play around with, have you? Well, you can ask for an upgrade, but you'll have to pay a fine, which is £3 million, okay? Okay, what can you use the tokens for, plus prices for every token you use? You can use the tokens, like I said, to either increase the power of the engine between 1 to 10 brake horsepower per token, or decrease the chance of a reliability issue on the engine between 1 to 100 per token, or you can use it to do both. Okay, for one token, here's the prices. For one token, for either increasing the power or decreasing reliability issue, it will cost you £1 million, and that's per token. It may be more depending on how many tokens you use. If you use, on the other hand, one token to do both of these things, so increasing the engine power and decreasing the chance of reliability issue, it will cost you £2 million, maybe more depending on how many tokens you use. And like it says, both of these are per token. So, pretty much there. So, next up is the dates. So, I've talked about the upgrades. I was considering doing a rule where if 2 teams have the same engine, then you have to agree on each other to do an upgrade, but I've decided to scrap that plan. So, I can officially confirm the dates for all of these now. Now I'm going to get a laptop. So, pretty much we're going to have 3 tests within 4 days, all of which have 4 days each. So, Jerez will be 15th to 18th of January, Estoril will be the 22nd to 25th of January, Catalonia will be between the 29th to 1st of February, 29th of January to the 1st of February. Notice these are all on the weekend, so Friday to Monday, because that's the days when I'm off college. Well, I say Friday, I'm in college, but like the end of Friday when I'm not in college, because that's the start of the weekend. That's when I'll do that. So, in terms of the actual calendar, now these are for both top/feeder series dates. Okay, so you see in brackets, some of them say feeder. That's when the feeder series comes in. That's when the feeder series also races that weekend as well. So the first race in Australia will be the 5th to 7th of February. Brazil will be the 12th to 14th of February. Bahrain will be the 19th to 21st of February. Then after that, the day later after the Bahrain Grand Prix, on the 22nd of February, which is a Monday, there will be a feeder test in Algarve, but that could change to a different venue depending if Algarve is a mod for Grand Prix 3. If anybody knows if it is, then please let me know in the comments. If not, then I'll have to change the venue. Then after that, on the 26th to 28th of February, it will be the San Marino Grand Prix, which will also play host to the feeder series as well, as will Monaco for the 3rd of March and the 5th to 6th of March. And the reason why that is because Monaco is always doing its Friday practice sessions on a Thursday, and that's what we're going to do as well, including the feeder series sessions as well. Then the 6th round will be at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix. That will be between the 11th to 13th of March. Surprisingly, that's not a feeder series calendar. I've only just noticed it's not going to be part of the feeder series. However, I am considering that for season 2. Also an update in terms of years for this series. I've ditched that and it's going to be back to seasons. Okay, it'll be season 1, season 2, etc. Okay, so I've confirmed that Silverstone will be a feeder series round for season 2 as well. So that'll be the 11th to 13th of March. Spain, round 7, will play host to Catalonia, which will be a feeder series as well. That's the 18th to 20th of March. Austria, 25th to 27th of March. Jerez, 1st to 3rd of April. Canada, 8th to 10th of April. France, 15th to 17th of April. Germany, 22nd to 24th of April. Germany, I've already said that, sorry. Luxembourg, 29th of April to the 1st of May. Hungary, the 6th to the 8th of May. Belgium, 13th to 15th of May. Italy, 20th to 22nd of May. Malaysia, 27th to 29th of May. Japan, the 3rd to 5th of June. And finally, the last round at Adelaide for the Pacific Grand Prix, the 10th to 12th of June. And then it will take a month break because I'm off to the MotoGP in July and also going to Ireland as well. And I am planning to bring the season 2 back either in August or September. I haven't decided season 2 yet, but that's in the future. We don't need to worry about that now. Okay, so what was I going to say next? Oh yeah, you will have noticed again it says 29th to 1st, etc., etc. Like 2-3 dates. That's because I told you these will all be live streamed on that date, and they'll all be scheduled, so don't worry guys, I will be consistent. And like I said, in terms of highlights for the races, they'll be out during the week after the Grand Prix weekend, and whichever day, it depends when I get the videos finished. So that's the dates. Now yeah, that's that. So testing rules. There are 3 tests with 4 days each. For 2 of those tests, you will put your main drivers in the seats those days. However, for the other 2 days, you'll put your test/reserve driver in one of those seats. However, for one of those days, he will take driver 1 seat, and on the other day, he'll take driver 2 seats. So, for example, I'm going to take my brother's team, Scuderia Racing. his drivers are Sebastian Vettel and Esteban Ocon. Now, he's going to put his 2 drivers in the seats for 2 of those days. However, on the other 2 days, he's going to put Sean Galileo in the one of those seats. Okay. Now, for one of those days, he's going to replace Sebastian Vettel, whereas Ocon will drive alongside him. And then on the other day, he's going to replace Ocon and have Vettel drive alongside him as well, if you get the gist as well. So remember that, guys, okay? So you may have to adjust your numbers as well, or I'll have to do it myself. So you'll have at least 3 templates. Okay, that's the testing rules, and that's that all done. So, what else have I got to say? Oh, yes. So, I am now giving you deadlines, guys. Okay, now in terms of liveries, okay, in terms of liveries for the top class, I am giving you until the 10th of January, which is 5 days before the first test starts. I am giving you till that day. If I do not get your livery by that day, I'll have to create your livery for you, okay? So that's just a warning, okay? I hope I don't have to resort to that, but that will happen if you don't hand in a template before that day. You can hand in 4 days after that, but pretty much after the 10th of January, I'll be creating a template myself, and if I don't get your real template after the 14th, okay, then that will be your livery, okay, because you've been too late. Okay, so, and in terms of GP2 as well, what was I going to say for that? Oh yeah, in terms of teams, you have until the 30th of January. The 30th of January, no, not the 30th, 31st of January, I should say, to apply in the GP2 series. If you don't apply, then I'll have to put my own team into this, because I am allowed, because they are equal cars, and some real teams from GP2 as well. I hope I don't have to resort to that, but that will happen if that doesn't happen, because I need to send liveries out to people quite soon. Okay, right. Next, in terms of the deadline for you guys for liveries in terms of GP2 as well, you have until the 18th of February. No, actually, scrap that. Make it the 17th of February to hand in liveries. Again, like the top class, if I don't get your liveries before then, I'll have to create one myself, okay? I'll have to create a livery for you. Again, like I said, you can still hand in a livery days after that, but if you don't give it me by the 21st of February, then I'll have to use the livery that I've created, okay? So just remember that, okay? Right, that's all I've got to say about the series. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Throughout December, because you've noticed that the series will start in January and not next month. Reason for that is throughout that month I'm testing a lot of things on that computer. So I'm going to be there will be at least 1 or 2 live streams. One of them will be a test of the live stream itself in terms of audio quality, etc., which I'll need your feedback on. I'll let you know when that live stream will happen, and yeah. And you can keep up to date with that. The other live stream, which might be potential, is either on Boxing Day or some day after Christmas Day, because I am considering getting a new microphone for the series. I might not yet, I'll see. I might keep this one yet, but I might resort into a new microphone. So if that does happen and I do end up getting a microphone, expect a live streaming on Boxing Day or any of the day or some day after Christmas Day, okay? Including the other tests that are outside of live streams, I will be testing if the templates work, if the track mods work, and yeah, just pretty much if everything works, essentially. I'll also get my buddy Joshua Anderson to help me out with a couple of things as well, because he's an expert on the game. Because I did a lot of this back in the day in terms of mods and all of that, and I knew how to do it. I've just forgotten now because it's been so long since I've been playing the game. I know the basics of it and I know how it works. I've just forgotten how to imply it. So yeah, guys, so that's all I've got to say, guys. So thank you very much for watching. I've been JWF1, and until next time, I'll see you later. Cheers.